Hey guys, so I was gonna come on here and show you my elephant ear bulbs that I started last month in February. And I was gonna come on and show you like all the growth, like they're starting to wake up. But then as I'm walking around and I'm looking at the actual plants in the pot, and I'm just like, I don't think those are elephant ears. I think those are my cannas that are up. Now, I do have, I think like 1 or 2 elephant ears up, but I think the majority of what I'm seeing are cannas, and I did not label any of these pots when I started them. I always have the best intentions in the early season. I'm gonna label everything. Everything's gonna have a tag. I'm gonna know what it is, and then it always gets away from me, and it got away from me that quickly. Like, it's only March, and yeah, we're already labelless in this household. So let me show you what is up out of the bulbs. Now, this will be between the cannas and elephant ears. So let's go take a look. Okay, so this is this is the first bulb that I planted. So I know this one has got some growth on it. And there it is. It's just like this little nub, and it's got some green. Let me show you. Right there, it's got a little green part. But before we start this video, let me show you exactly what I do. So if you have an elephant ear that is struggling, or you think it's struggling because it hasn't put out any growth yet, here's what I want you to do. I want you to pull back the soil until you find the bulb. And then I want you to press around on that bulb and check for firmness, check for growth. And if you see either of those things, go ahead and cover that bulb back up and continue with normal care. And another thing that I want to note is that if you are worrying about how to water your bulbs, see how dry my soil is? This soil is completely dry up here. So this plant, I would definitely give some water. Now I can dig down and find where it starts to be moist, and I can find some moist soil, but it is mostly crumbly and dry. So this plant is ready for some water. And that's the point. This is the point to where I let my soil dry and I am comfortable giving this bulb some water. You want to aim to keep the soil moist, but not soggy wet. Okay, next tray. Right here. Now this, I believe this is an elephant ear right here. Maybe. I can actually, there's 2 points of growth here. Let me go down in the soil a bit. Oh yeah, this is Canna. This is Canna. Because I can tell right here. So this is a Canna tuber in this pot. There's probably one in this too. This one is not up. But look how dry the soil is. See how the soil has dried up so that there's a space between the pot and the soil, and you can see it. This is the point where I would go ahead and give this plant some water. You see how dry that is? I'll water these later, but that is the point to where I would dry. Now this pot is not totally dry. I can feel how heavy it is. I know that it's moist down here, but because it's so dry up top, you can go ahead and water. So here's another pot. This is also cannas, and cannas tend to wake up faster than elephant ears anyway. But this soil up here is still pretty moist all the way up here at the top of the surface, so I'm not going to water this one yet. It's still really, really wet. Not wet, but moist, as you can see. We've got a canna up in this pot that is awake. There's some growth there. Let's check these other pots. I really thought my elephant ears were waking up this early. They are not, which is not unexpected. It's just I was under the impression that my elephant ears were what I was looking at. This one has some growth there, that little bit. Let's see. This one has growth right here. Yeah, these definitely are the big red cannas that I grew last year. They are very eager to wake up. Here's my dining room mess. This is where, like, I've got all my bulbs that I'm planting up. I've got my soil, everything for seed starting is here except for my seeds. They're in another room, but I've got bulbs waiting to get potted. All my soil I keep in here. It just makes it easy for me having soil in the house. So yeah, let's head to the other room. So I moved the chicks out of here during the day. So they're out on the screen and porch getting accustomed to the temperatures, but they usually sit right here and there's all their paraphernalia there. But let's find my bulbs. Are over here. So I have this shelf where I'm keeping more pots, and there's an identical one in the dining room, which we were just at. So definitely these are cannas for sure. Nothing in that pot. Nothing here. There's a little bit of mold on the surface, not concerned. Generally, mold is not a big deal. It's mostly aesthetically unpleasing, but I don't tend to worry about it. So nothing's coming out of this pot. Nothing out of this pot. And I have a couple of potted things over here. So let's take a look. Those are seedlings that I moved in front of the window. Over here, I've got lots of gnat traps. Because the gnats are like, they love moist soil, so they're like all over this area. But right here is my ginger that came up, and I have another ginger that is up, which I'm excited about that. These are my caladium bulbs. I think there might be another elephant ear in here somewhere. I don't remember which one it is, but caladiums, elephant ear, ginger. This is a hardy kiwi that I bought from Sam's Club that the foliage died off. So I'm trying to see if I can get it to just kind of come back on its own. Petunias in that tray. And I think that's it for my bulbs so far that I've woke up. My house plants, they love the extra humidity from all the moist soil from the pots in here. They're so happy. Seedlings. I have to share this basil with you guys. I'm so obsessed with it. This is, come on buddy, lettuce leaf basil. Isn't that beautiful? Look how big and thick those leaves are. They're so pretty. I'm trying to get it in a good lighting. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm trying to pace my seed starting out so that I have room and so that I don't get overwhelmed. So anything that is cool season tolerant, so like your Swiss chards, your kales, your collards, things like that, I've already started those for early spring, which is right now. So I'm going to be moving those things out to my outside greenhouse, my small one, and that way I'll make more room for everything that I'm going to be starting here soon in April, which are dahlias, tomatoes. I don't think I'm going to start my cucumbers indoors. They seem to just do really well being started right in the ground outside, but I don't know, we'll see. But like my summer veggies are going to get started in here, and then the spring veggies are going to move outside like they should be, and then I'll have more room for like my peppers and things like that that are getting really big inside, and then more room for my herbs to get better lighting in a different position on the shelves. So yeah. So that's it for this video. Let me know if your cannas and your elephant ears are up yet, or if you even started any. I would love to hear about it. See you guys in the next video. Bye!